If the secret of this manor is revealed, Watson, it will shake the entire aristocracy of Great Britain, Holmes said gravely. It was a bitter, foggy evening in London. The wind was howling outside our sitting room at 221B Baker Street. Holmes was playing a melancholy tune on his violin, his eyes fixed on the crackling fireplace. Suddenly, a loud, frantic knocking echoed from the street door below. Within moments, heavy, rushed footsteps hurried up our wooden stairs. The door burst open, and a young, distinguished gentleman stood there, breathless and pale. Holmes slowly lowered his violin, his sharp eyes locked onto the panicked stranger. "Ah, Lord Blackwood, I presume," Holmes remarked calmly. "Your muddy boots speak of the country estates, and your frantic eyes speak of a deep, hidden terror." Lord Blackwood sank into the leather armchair, burying his face in his trembling hands. "Mr. Holmes, you must help me," he pleaded, his voice shaking. "During the Great War, my grandfather hid our entire family fortune inside the manor walls. Millions in gold bullion and priceless royal gems hidden away from enemy hands. But now we are facing financial ruin, and the secret location of the treasure is lost forever." Holmes leaned forward, his interest visibly piqued by the young lord's desperate story. "Did your grandfather leave absolutely no clue, no map or a document?" Holmes asked. The young lord reached into his coat and pulled out a faded, yellowed piece of parchment. "Only this encrypted letter, Mr. Holmes, which no cryptographer in the country has been able to decode." Holmes took the parchment and examined it under the warm light of the single gas lamp. "Fascinating," Holmes muttered, using his magnifying glass to inspect the faded wartime ink. "This is not a simple cipher, Watson. It is a complex mathematical grid based on old architecture. Remember my words. If the secret of this manor is revealed, it will shake the entire aristocracy." The next morning, we traveled to the massive, ancient Blackwood Manor in the countryside. The dark, imposing stone structure felt cold and full of long-forgotten secrets. Holmes walked through the grand library, tapping the mahogany walls with his cane. He was listening intently to the subtle changes in the echo, searching for a hollow space. Suddenly, he stopped in front of a giant oil portrait of the old wartime general. "The code on the parchment mentioned the shadow of the sword at noon," Holmes explained. He pointed his cane at the painted general's sword, which aligned perfectly with a hidden wall lever. With a firm push, a heavy click echoed through the room, and the giant bookshelf slid sideways. Behind it, a deep, hollow space in the brick wall was revealed to our astonished eyes. Inside sat 3 massive, iron-bound chests, untouched since the dark days of 1940. Holmes lifted the lid of the first chest, revealing hundreds of shimmering, pure gold bars. "My family fortune!" Lord Blackwood gasped, tears of pure relief filling his eyes. "Elementary, my dear Watson," Holmes smiled, successfully solving the mystery and saving the estate. "The wartime secrets of the past are best kept safe in the hands of the rightful heirs."